Hey guys, welcome back to the BGD cast with your host Michael Cheezy Hugh. On this week's episode, we talk about what it takes to fuel a super heavyweight lifestyle and the big boy's journey through the super heavyweight life. If you're watching the episode on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It will help us out greatly. If you have any questions for the big boys, feel free to drop a message on our Instagram where we post daily or leave a comment down below in the comment section. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode of BGD, Big Boys and Chill.
Oh, do you guys watch Epic Meal Time back then? I don't know about Darren, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, you heard of them, right? Like, dude, I was obsessed with the channel. Just like making like bacon weave, putting it in the oven, putting some cheese on it. Ooh, I think that's how I spiked from like 95 to like 105, So, and that was a climb. So I kind of want to talk a bit about the nutrition, right? Like how, like what it takes to fuel, this sort of big ass body weight. Because like you guys have fluctuated like between from what you guys have said between 110, roughly 110 and 140, and what does it take to kind of get up to 140 and what does it take to get down to 110? That's what I think a lot of people like to hear because as a big guy like you can't just eat and it just happens like so yeah, I think what do you guys think?
Um, a lot of people think that big guys in general eat a lot of crap. Like for us to gain weight or compete, we eat a lot of shit, but we don't actually. We don't eat shit. What I do eat is basically, I would say 80% of my foods are rather clean and healthy. It's just the volume. It's all about the volume, honestly. I do snack here and there, but it depends if I'm cutting weight or whatever. I usually watch my portion. That's the easiest thing to do. If I eat, 5 times a day with 2 scoops of rice, then I just take up 1 scoop for each meal. Definitely, you will lose weight. If you don't
Yeah,
lose weight, then something else is wrong. Yeah,
right.
it's pretty simple actually. Just if you want to gain weight, just eat a bit more than usual. If you want to lose weight, just eat less than the
Mm.
usual.
So how
Pretty
much were you
simple.
taking like let's say when you were at your peak like 140 kilos, like how much of food were
Uh,
you eating then? Do you have an idea or
I
was it just
I don't really count, but roughly it's about 6,000.
yeah? Is it more like a
Yeah,
feeling that you go by or
yeah. I usually go by feeling.
right?
If I'm feeling like towards starvation, then I know I'm losing weight. That's
Right,
for me
right.
because I know my body. If I'm trying to lose weight, I don't want to hit that hungry state. But if I'm close to that for each meal, then I know I'm good. But
Mm.
if I'm trying to gain weight, it's all about, oh, I feel stuffed. Next meal, I feel stuffed. I feel stuffed. Pretty simple, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think as a big guy as well. Like when I I try to bulk or like cut weight. Like before this, I used to go a lot on field, but it doesn't like getting bigger, going on field that works, but like going down doesn't quite. Like it's just like I don't know. I can't get that sensation of like
Your
being
body is
hungry.
confusing you.
Yeah, man. It's like wait, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Like don't cut the cows. Don't cut the cows, man. You gotta keep all the kids. Right. What about you, Darren? Like what were you eating at your peak?
Man, my dieting's pretty extreme in both ways,
Mm.
Peak and my biggest, I consume about 6,000 calories a day as well. Kilo of steak a day, um, kilo of carbs, just yeah, lots of everything, man. I never really ate clean though. I was always eating so like Zaro. But later on, I developed a lot of health issues. I actually got diagnosed pre-diabetic. So I went full circle. I'm on like intermittent fasting and ketogenic sort of diet right now, consuming maybe 2,000 odd calories, and I've actually not lost muscle mass.
Mm.
I lose about anywhere from half a kilo a week, depending on how I control my dieting. But I've
Mm.
kind of hit like a plateau now. I still eat, but it just goes to show that you don't actually need that much food burning the energy as well. Because I train differently. I don't lift as heavy as I do. I don't
Mm.
do the kind of volume I used to. I do a
Mm.
lot of like MMA, cardio based aerobic work as well. Yeah, and even in fight camps, I was training about 20 hours a week, and probably consuming less than 3,000 calories a day. But I eat really clean, lots of veggies, lots of lean meat, a bit of fat.
How heavy were
Stuff.
you in fight camp?
I dropped down to about under 110. 107 was my lowest.
Mm.
Usually maintain about 110 to 112. Really good energy, really high ability to do a lot of work.
Mm.
Right now, I'm walking around about 115 to 117, so
Mm.
slowly getting back there, down from 127.
So you're saying that like kind of the nutrition between between powerlifting and when you were powerlifting and when you were like doing martial arts was a bit different, like in terms of
I
the focus.
remember my appetite when I was lifting being, like insatiable, man. I would go out and demolish 3-4 kilos
Animal.
of food.
You
So
probably got the habit
after
from Nelson, though. It's
oh
Nelson's
my goodness.
influence.
I actually eat more than Nelson, believe it or not.
Wow.
Damn.
But yeah, he's consistently big. But yeah, back when we were training, we consume probably up to, not even kidding, man, 5-6 kilos of food a day at most.
Mm.
that's pretty.
That's a lot of food, man. I mean, it's a lot of food going in, but like I'm guessing they got to come out somehow as well.
Yeah,
That's
you have to take,
so going quite often to the loo as well.
you have to take digestive enzymes to digest everything. And,
Right, actually.
I pity your toilet bowl.
I know, man.
Yeah, like you say, it's been contrasting with Zaro's approach, right? Like Zaro is clean, because like he kind of maintains his diet in that way, and you kind of have a bit of a dirty bulk, as they call it. Like when it comes to comp, like you were competing under 120, right? So I know what was that like? Your diet going to comp.
Salty, oily food, get bloated up, and then gives you extra leverage from comp day. That's what I used to do.
Actually, that's the opposite of me.
McDonald's before
I don't eat before competitions.
Oh, you don't eat, as in like immediately
I
before, or as in like a day
Yeah,
before?
like the moment I wake up,
Uh,
it's competition day, and I don't eat. I just drink a lot of water, some sweet stuff. 100 plus, that's it. Because I don't want any like mishaps or whatever, feeling like
accidents.
crap and trying to compete.
Right.
Yeah, I try to avoid that as much as possible
Yeah.
because I don't like lifting weights and feeling sick at the same time. So I just minimize.
Is that any different from what you do, like let's say before training as well? Like, cause I mean, I've read that ideally when you go into a meet, right, you should kind of do the things the same you've been doing, not change too much going to
Yeah.
training, because obviously like the whole balance thing, you're changing something that your body's not used to on a really important day, right? So, what's your take on it? Like, is it pretty normal? I guess for what you
I
do.
get you.
Mm.
I would say it's all about the mindset
Mm.
because well, most competitions happen in the morning, and most of us train in the afternoon, probably 5, 6 o'clock or whatever. So that alone is something different already. And you can't, you know, when you have lunch, that's probably your biggest meal, at least for me.
Mm.
So I'll usually have lunch at 1 o'clock, and then I'll train at 4 or 5 o'clock. I
Right.
can't do the same thing in the morning. That maybe if I wake up at probably 7 before a meet, I can't be waking up way earlier than that
Mm.
just to eat the same amount. No, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So somehow I have to adjust myself. Yeah, that's how I approach it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very adaptive kind of approach, which is good. Yeah. How about you, Darren? When you were lifting, what was that like?
Well, not when I was lifting, I
Yeah.
eat pizza in training. I eat pizza during training as well.
Like so.
um,
Yeah. So going to a meet, you would kind of be like, whatever. It's just like nosh down the pizza.
I actually used to cut weight often for meets, so
Mm.
I water load. I water load, and about a week out, and the day before the meet, I just have a can of tuna with nothing,
Whoa.
and a
Okay.
bit of like dragon fruit, just gonna flush whatever's out. And then on meet day, after weigh-ins, we've got like 2 hours to get
Mm.
back to weight and pizza and burgers, man, and then straight into the meet.
You heard it here first. Pizza and burgers.
Pizza and burgers,
In that 2 hour window.
as long as your digestive system can take it, nothing's gonna come back out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get really bloated, take a lot of salty, oily stuff. don't lift.
Damn.
But,
If I just thinking about it makes my stomach feel kind of
no, it's
full
horrible.
and coated.
I couldn't do it, man.
In terms of like food, when you're going into strongman as well, like do you have to watch
don't
out as more? You don't eat as well, like
Usually for
yeah.
strongman, I would rather compete at a lighter weight, like a
Okay.
slightly lighter weight. I
Uh.
usually hover around 118 or 17
Uh,
because I need to be mobile.
I see.
Unlike powerlifting, it's very static and stationary,
Right.
but strongman involves running here and there, lifting weights.
Right.
If I'm not mobile, if I can't pace my breathing, my lungs can't keep up, then I'm gonna have trouble with that.
Right, that's pretty interesting because like I always thought like as a strongman you wanna there's no weight limit, right? No one really cares about your weight, so like
Yeah,
why
no
not
one
just
cares.
get as strong as fuck, right? But yeah, like, I mean like that's a pretty good very interesting insight that mobility is pretty important as well. So it's kind of like it follows like so your diet kind of follows the function of the skill that you're trying to bring out the most. I guess it depends on what sport you're playing.
Correct.
So when both of you guys were playing rugby, it was just like pretty much I'm gonna be big. That's it. I'm just gonna eat whatever the fuck I can and go in and smash it. Is that right? So based on what my observations of your diets.
Yeah, doing rugby days was really young,
Yeah.
bodies were still growing, so nutritional
Always hungry.
requirement, calorie intake.
Just the hormones as well. It's like
Everything just burns off, like, but get older, as I got older, change,
right.
try to be more efficient to our bodies.
Right. Yeah, because back then, before I started powerlifting as well, I was playing water polo instead of rugby because my parents were like,
Right,
you're gonna get a concussion, it's all gonna go down. But yeah, you could eat. I could eat anything and just like literally just melt it off the next day, or the session before that meal.
Too much swimming.
Too much swimming. Yeah, dude, it was like 4 hours a day every day of the week. It's
I can't even swim, bro.
Yo, this is back when I was I think
Exposing myself.
it's okay, man. All big boys. It's a big boy challenge, Can you swim, Darren?
Yeah, I used to swim. I had asthma as a kid, so mom would send me swimming like 3 times a week.
Right. Parents tend to do that. Like, does it help with asthma? Like, the swimming help with asthma actually?
No, it's definitely,
Right.
absolutely does help.
Is it
Any sort of like
does it control your breathing or?
just helps to strengthen the lungs and open up all your airways. And I fully and completely recovered from asthma.
Whoa.
Swimming, yeah.
Yeah, swimming every day like it helped a lot. It's like keeping my body weight down and just allowing me to eat as much as I can. That's like.
I eat 21 pieces of KFC at 10 years old. Like they used to sell like a barrel. Now the downsize of the bucket. So it's like 50 ringgit back then. Take a 50 ringgit, buy myself a barrel, 21 pieces.
Wait. This is at 7 years old.
About 10
10 years old.
That is like seems close for 10-year-old. I think the most I've had like 6 pieces. That's it.
You had
Oh
10.
my god.
No, you had 20
Next
pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about 60 odd kilos then as well.
How?
After barrel, I have like a huge, extended stomach. Pretty
Oh
funny.
my god, you're not kidding when you say like 6 kilos of food, dude.
Do you even poop?
Oh my goodness. That's life of a super heavyweight, man. This is super. As a 10 years old, your mom must be like, "Damn, this kid's gonna grow up," and it's just be like,
That's a lot. That's a lot of maintenance.
Yeah.
A lot of food growing up.
Yeah. I think that's the experience that we can all like relate to, because as a kid,
Alright guys, that comes to the end of episode 3 of BGD Big Boys and Chill. If you have any feedback from the episode, do let us know. Send us a message on Instagram or drop a comment down in the comment section of our video. With that, I'll see you guys in next week's episode of BGD. Stay strong, guys.